Did this week's earthquake interrupt activities here at Maitland Local Court this week? It was 4.5 on the Richter scale and very much felt in Maitland. Who took the opportunity to spend Wednesday reminiscing about the 1989 Newcastle earthquake? Anyways, I reckon the earthquake didn't slow down activities at court. There are about 100 people listed to appear over the 3 days court sat here in Maitland this week. Of course, Parramatta Local Court would have dealt with any Maitland cases over the public holidays this week, being Easter Monday and Anzac Day Friday. This week there was a newspaper story about one of the 100 cases. The case involves a 58-year-old driver who crashed into traffic lights at Green Hills back in August 2024. The story details how the driver refused to give their name and refused a breath test. However, after being taken back to Maitland Police Station, police allege the driver was 7 times the limit when they blew .342. Yes, that's very high range, almost in a coma, drink driving. In my opinion, I think it's great the Jounalist has been following the case since August 2024. And the story has details about the offending so we the community can get context. But I think they need to find out how the court ended up dealing with the very high range drink driver to tell us the complete legal story. It's the last sentence in the online version of the newspaper story, not the printed version, which I think gives us insights into what journalists have to navigate to be court reporters. Quote, she pleaded guilty in December, but so far, despite twice being listed for sentence, has not had the matter finalised, end quote. I think this highlights how tricky it can be to follow cases and find the information needed to tell the complete legal story. The journalist may have to turn up to court multiple times, wait for hours, only to walk away empty-handed. Because the story about a court case is not just what the driver crashed into or who said what. How did the court deal with the case? What was the purpose of sentencing? How can this case deter the next very high-range drink driver? What did the magistrate say that went to denouncing the behaviour? I think to get that information you need time and a whole lot of luck to be at court on the right day at the right time. And to get the end of this story, now this journalist will now have to follow the case all the way to Tweed Heads Local Court as this Maitland case has been transferred there for sentencing. There's hundreds of cases happening across many local courts every day that I think we, the community, would benefit from hearing about. So how do the journalists manage to cover all of these court cases? I think this is one of the reasons why we, the community, don't get to hear about many of the cases coming out of Maitland Local Court.